Yeah, I don't want to add, the more I focus on it, the more I concentrate on it, the more it goes away. But that's not like that with everything. That is only like that with specific topics. And I'm wondering, and that's the thing, is it something they're actively doing, or is it something that they instill or is it something that they instill in Americans? Because I mean, if you think about it, there's plenty of criticism to go around, but why? Wow. And it's like, you have all these, I want to call them white Uncle Toms, but they're these people that are like, I'm gonna be like a virtue signaler. It's like the idea that they're being like really generic, and damn, they won't let me talk about it. But I'm gonna do my best to talk about it, even though I sound stupid. I'm gonna see if I get the point across, because they're gonna make me sound fucking stupid because they want me to sound stupid every time I talk shit about them. The liberal is doing its best to keep me from talking shit about it. I can talk shit about the Republican or Trump all day long, but there's a liberal doing mind control. There is a Jewish liberal or some Jewish liberal cause doing mind control against me, and just absolutely irritates me. I want to talk about anything else but it wants me to talk about mind control and conspiracies, and I'm just talking about regular, like, hypocrisy, like regular ass shit that people say and fucking do that is contradictory, that for some reason I can't just voice out. There's something in my head keeping me from just saying normal shit. And it's this cookie cutter, I'm going to stand up for black people without actually understanding my argument. And see, what it does is it alienates black people against me and my argument and keeps them from coming to terms with me on terms that are actually equal and fair. It's people like, I want to say like Bill Burr, right? Like Bill Burr likes to act like he's edgy, but when it comes to black people, and I kind of understand his prerogative, he has a black wife, but when it comes to black people, like, he folds. Like, he's like, oh yeah, you don't know how hard it is to be a black man. You're a privileged white boy. That's what he thinks about me. And he's a white boy, and he thinks we're the same thing. The difference between me and him is he was granted privilege because he goes along with what the party says. Now, if you think about it, if you don't go along with the party says, and you don't repeat basically the same shit they do, like, want to talk about how black people have so much, and they won't even let me say it. Like, it literally goes blank when I go there. They were like, oh, he, ha, ho, who, Colin. They're doing funny business. They think this shit's fucking funny. They want to have their cake and eat it too. They want to have privilege. They've been treated especially by society, and then they want to pretend that they don't have any fucking privilege. Like they do. They make everybody act a certain way towards them that isn't black or their own, and then they claim they don't have any privilege. I grew up having to give this black man privilege in society and being told that I was privileged, and that's a fact. And these liberals just don't like that fact. They want me to pretend that I was the one that was raised with privilege when I wasn't. It was my friend Kevin Sells. Kevin Sells. It was Keontae. It was Manuel to some extent. Especially considered that my parents didn't necessarily buy me shit. And it's like everybody was entitled to talk shit about me because I was white. And so if you're white and you're poor, they're entitled to talk shit about you. That's what you said to me. That's what I said to other people. Look, I'm not as poor as they are over there, so we all talk shit about the people that are poorer than us. Who's doing that? Who did that? Was that poor white people, or was that rich fucking white people using poor white people as a scapegoat for their fucking privilege? And how long have they been fucking doing this? For as long as they can. And you know what? This is just a bunch of rich white people that seek to separate poor white people from them by putting their slaves and their servants in the way. That's all this is. That is all this is.